Museums, something that I actually enjoy going to in real life, but I do not enjoy in The Sims 4. When I go to the museum, my sim has an aspiration to view a piece of art in which you go over to a picture on the wall and you click view, and my sim stands there and performs an animation, smiling, looking at the art. And that's basically what you do in a museum in The Sims 4. Even if I wanted to do something else, I couldn't because it's completely empty in this entire place. What I love when I play games like Animal Crossing is that you actually have to collect things and then take them to the museum and then they go on the display. It's the exact same thing with Stardew Valley as well, and I just think it makes it so much more fun. Right now, The Sims 4 has so many different things that you can collect, and it's just bizarre to me that they haven't made the museum appropriate for that. Wouldn't it be great to have a dedicated place to put all of your crystals that you've collected, all of your My Sims trophies? By the way, I have a cold if I sound nasally. And wouldn't it be nice to unlock certain kinds of gameplay capabilities if you manage to complete all of the collections? Or maybe the game could have in-game events like they do with packs like City Living or Island Paradise when they have a special exhibition on for a limited time only. There's so much they could do with museums, and every single world in The Sims 4 has a bloody museum, but there's no need for it because they don't do anything. They're useless. The Cupcake Machine, otherwise known as the 9-tiled nightmare. I feel like this one is so self-explanatory, but do you know what really bothers me? Like, really bothers me? Underbaked pastries. Muffins are under a pastry. Muffins are not a bloody pastry. What are you talking about? Neither's a bloody donut. A donut is a donut. Why can't we just have an update to make all of these things in a regular oven? I will never understand. A modder has already done it, so we know it's possible. However much I absolutely love donuts and cupcakes, am I fitting one of these things in my house? You've got no chance. Especially in this economy, I can't afford to get a house this big. Mortgage rates are too bloody high. The LGBT slay clown dress. As a gay man, I want nothing more than to be treated like a regular human being. Instead, my humanity is succumb to the stereotype that gay people are walking, talking clowns who wear the rainbow flag proudly. Even when the Sims team updated this with the ombre look, even then, still, it's just not necessary. And then we have the pride flag with its many, many, many different versions and all of the pride decor. I am not a member of the LGBT community. I'm a human who sexuality happens to be a part of a minority demographic, and I really do not like woke slay LGBTQ plus stereotypes forced onto my personality. Being gay is not a personality, it's a sexuality. Being gay is not a community, it is a demographic. And as a gay person myself, I do think I'm well within my rights to say that woke LGBT representation in The Sims 4 is useless and does nothing but perpetuate unnecessary stereotypes onto people who happen to be in my demographic. I don't want to celebrate my sexuality. I want to normalize my sexuality. I want to be free from harassment and discrimination, and I want equality. What I do not want is rainbow crap plastered everywhere, all over the place, every single time that gay people are mentioned in The Sims 4. I know this is getting a little bit I'm sorry, this is getting a bit deep, but I do think companies do love to jump on the bandwagon of being so LGBTQ whatever plus diverse because it's good for their brand image, but what it's not good for is normalizing gay people as just regular human beings. All it does is perpetuate the stereotypes that people think make gay people different from straight people or trans people different from people who are not trans, etc. And I know the Sims team do not do this deliberately because I know that there are so many gay people in the Sims team working there. I am very glad we have sexuality in the game, and I'm glad that you can be gay in The Sims, but rainbows are useless. The Country Kitchen Kit. I do not even own this kit because I'm embarrassed by it and I don't think anybody should own it. We can already make country style kitchens in The Sims 4 even just using the base game. In fact, a lot of the objects in this screenshot are base game objects. Even so, The Sims 4 Cottage Living Expansion Pack, which came with a country kitchen, was released about 4 months after this kit, rendering it completely pointless. I mean, if this stuff here is not country kitchen, then honestly, I don't know what a country kitchen is, clearly. The lump of clay. The gigantic hi-fi systems. I have honestly not seen one of these since, I don't know, about 2012 or something. And we have so many, literally so many. Like even these little stereos, like guys, when's the last time you saw one of those? I don't know why the Sims team keep bringing them out. I do think they're very pointless. Don't get me wrong, I do think the Sims team made a good step forward with high school years. We officially got our first Bluetooth speaker. We also got these Bluetooth speakers here with the clutter kit which go on the desk. And you know, like some of them make sense, like a nice little jukebox, all right, I get that. Same with this Stranger Things, not Stranger Things, what's it called? Strangerville. Same with this Strangerville speaker thing. Or like the gramophone, like these things make sense. What doesn't make sense, why do we not have AirPods? Why do we not have more Bluetooth speakers in The Sims 4? I don't know anybody who uses a hi-fi system anymore, and I do think they're very useless in this game. Like I know The Sims 4 is 8 years old, but come on, it's not that old. The brand collab items. Are you telling me that the Sims team put the It Takes Two poster in The Sims 4 solely for the fans out of their enjoyment, or did they do it because it is an advertisement? And let's not forget the clothing, for example, the Moschino top, where the word Moschino, firstly, it's weirdly pixelated, and secondly, it's not in Simlish. The cursed It's On Us t-shirt. What is on us? It is on us to play The Sims and enjoy playing The Sims. Don't get me started on the bloody EA Sports top with the Simlish on the back but the English on the front. They only made half the effort. And then of course, trigger warning guys, because this may induce stress. Are you ready? I did warn you. This monstrosity. EA's very pointless collaboration with Logitech, in which they gave us headphones which do not actually work. You do have functionable headphones in this Sims 4, by the way, that do work, but these specific ones do not. Oh, and look at that, Logitech not written in Simlish. Nobody uses these items. They are purely made for brand deal purposes, or whatever purposes they're made for. They are not, oh my god, why am I touching her boobs when I'm doing this? They are not made for the player. That was a bit weird of me, I admit that. I just, you know, like stress balls, they kind of function a bit like stress balls in the moment. I'm gonna get cancelled for that, I know it. The interactions. The friendly category of The Sims 4 is chuck a block with a load of rubbish, complain about sunny weather, complain about heat, confess fear of vampires, debate existence of vampires, infuse about vampires, praise vampire lifestyle. Why do all these bloody things exist? They don't need to exist. This is probably an unpopular opinion. Excuse me, sir, you're getting in the way of my video. Go away, please. Piss off, mate. What I was saying was, see, what do you mean, what's that spot? Argue about politics. Shut up, I don't want to do that. This is probably very unpopular, but I would much rather the funny box was just be funny without any of all these different things. I would much rather friendly was just like chat, and gradually through chatting to another sim, like you get to know them, you learn their interests, because let's be honest, it's boring having to click them and click get to know, discuss interests, just so you can learn their traits. Like I would rather it just be a natural consequence of talking to another sim, or at least give us the option for a simplified versus a complicated version. Oh, and while they're here, we may as well move on to the next one, the bloody welcome wagon. Do you know what? The fruit cake is useful. When they give you the fruit cake, it is useful. Summer holiday, please give me that fruit cake. Do you know what is great about the gourmet fruit cake? Do you want to know a life hack for The Sims 4? If you have a toddler in your household, put the fruit cake in their inventory and they will never complain about being hungry. Thank me later. It also never expires. And now I've had my fruit cake. You can all fuck off. Oh, Liberty Lee didn't get the memo. Oh, now she's leaving. This guy, who is this guy knocking on my door? You, sir, have the most confusing name in the world. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. You can just go home. So yeah, they are my most useless things that I do not like about The Sims 4. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the next video here. See you in the next one.